BDM owners all over the world. I gotta admit, I am very, very, very excited for tonight's incredible training. Tonight's training is going to be on one of the most vital, important aspects of our GWT business, the power of IA and Renewal. And to train such an important topic, we have with us one of the best trainers in the entire company, industry, and world, Ms. Sherry Zhao. And for those of you who do not know who Sherry Zhao is, it is my pleasure to introduce to you this amazing, amazing woman. She is the #1 female top earner in the company. She is a regional ambassador. She is also a part of the exclusive GWT Cap Club, which is a result of making over $10,000 per week. Sherry is an incredible trainer. She's won many awards, and she is with me right now on the line to share with you this incredible training. So before we begin, I just want to make sure that I have Sherry on the line here for you all. Sherry, can you hear me okay?
I can hear you loud and clear. Thank you so much, Sebastian, for your wonderful introduction today.
You're very welcome.
Excellent. Well, happy Easter, happy long weekend, everyone on the call tonight. And it's my absolute pleasure to be on this call and to do this training for every one of you. I wouldn't say personally I'm the best trainer, because I really scared of public speaking and training. When I first joined the Global World Trade, I was so pushed to do it by our VPs and that women, and saying, Sherry, you got to do this. Sherry, you got to get on in front of the stage and to do this training, to do the boot camps, and to do your own tours for your people. And I said, okay, fine, I do it because I really want to grow. I really want my business to be bigger and bigger and bigger. So I do admire every one of you actually get on this call today. And I know it's a long weekend for a lot of you, and I know it's an Easter weekend. A lot of you probably enjoying your time with your family, but you still take your time to be on this call and learn about business. To me, I got on this call every single Sunday, sometimes not because I want to learn anymore. Some topics are kind of repeated, but I want to learn to present. I want to learn how to do this business and how I can be a better trainer. So that's why I get on this call. So I do admire you to be on this call at this long weekend and take the time away from your family or doing the things that you're supposed to do. So that's a great thing. So let's get started. The importance of IA and the importance of renewal about our business. Seriously, we all know the inventory account to us is just such a blessing, and renew this business is no-brainer. But we still need to stress it and let everyone know why, and you need to let your team know why, because it's optional. People can opt out, and people say, okay, this few months I want to do it, this few months I don't want to do it. What's the reason? And so we really want to make sure that your business grow, because we have this IA program. So let's get started with the slides right here. First of all, let's talk about annual renewal. Well, number one, you need to maintain your position and the binary and benefit from the sales and the growth of your organization. And of course, the most important thing is the royalty commissions and the residual income. So if 1 year say I'm not renew this business and everything you be benefiting is going to take it away from you, which that you don't want. Okay, you want to continue be able to purchase at the member pricing, of course. If you're a diamond member, you got everything, you got all the very beautiful pieces at almost 50% off, almost, a lot of pieces there. So you do want to enjoy the member pricing. You don't want that to be taken away. And you want to continue to be able to promote your business and products and create royalty in commissions and residual and retail profits. This is really to our own benefit to continue enjoying the life that we need to enjoy. Like, what's the reason why that we start a business? We always need to over and over again remind ourselves. So renewal package, which includes, we have actually a lot of things come with it. Every time you renew the package, you can a Mac pack will send to you, which includes the CEO letter, the Canadian Jewel magazine, network marketing business journal, luxury branding cards, and the preferred magazine and client lookbooks, and all this will come to you as a renewal package, right? And some key things for the residual income here. We join the business. We do this business because the real residual income are coming from this business. And if we don't pay our monthly IA, if one month I say, well, I don't want to contribute $150 to my own inventory account, then I will not have this group sales volume. This is the best way to protect your accumulated group sales volume. Just so you know, $150 a month, Canadian dollars, and I mean, it's all back to you in your own inventory account, and it doesn't go anywhere. It's still yours to spend, and it's protecting your sales, group sales volume, big time. That's in the network marketing industry, this is very minimal, and we don't have any other restrictions like most other companies. You don't need to have like thousands of dollars of sales to protect your group sales volume. This is the only thing that we put in here to allow the continual growth of your group sales volume. So, for example, for somebody saying, I'm very busy, I cannot really build my business at this moment. For the first month or for the first few months, I have things planned out, but I cannot do the business as of yet. But what you can do is to contribute in your own monthly inventory account, but everything that your team has growing, and those volume will still flow up to you and stay there, wait for you to cash out. That this actually also enable you to build your inventory and to purchase that special gifts and branding party inventory, like the things that you want to do. If you want that investment pieces, and it's a must have or the must have piece for yourself, right? We always see something that nice, and that doesn't matter it's a watch or it's a beautiful sunglasses. Instead of buying Chanel or LV or those brands, wear fairy, get fairy, wear and share. That's the beauty of our business, right? So, and also for the gifts part, we talk about there's so many ways, there's so many gifts that you can give to people. everyone has, our family and friends getting their birthday coming, or anniversary coming, or wedding, or even, the Mother's Day actually is around the corner, just a few weeks away from now. And what about the Valentine's Day? What about I'm sorry day? What about the day that, you did something wrong and your spouse got mad at you? Do you want to get something special and get the person over? That's the power of our fairy pieces. Okay, so that also enable you to meet the requirement of our weekly bonus and the commissions, of course, and that we've been stressed over and over again. And this is the asset that will bring you long-term residual, and so much like your mortgage, that this is a must if you're serious for long-term success. Are you really looking for a serious residual income business? You found one, but you really need to make sure that you're paying your monthly IA here. Okay, so let's talk about how the residual income works. As we all know, we have all the group volume that you put in, like what your team put in their own inventory account, like layaway plan. What has been accumulated? How you can accumulate $6,250, which is equivalent to 5,000 points, and that's equal to $500 per cycle. So how you can cycle, how this being accumulated, let's take a look, okay? So we have the package in the IA. We have $150 in IA, and 75%, which is $120. Okay, will flow up to the 6250. And monthly IA for gold package, $75 or $60 will flow up to the package. And Plankton, $60 and $75 every month that your team put in their own inventory account, which $60 will flow up to the 6250. And also $35 for silver per month, which $28 is the volume gonna flow up to accumulate this 6250. So this is a monthly inventory account, and of course we got paid weekly, and you can get paid, as a one time for $500 per cycle, and how many cycles you can have? You can cycle as many as 20 times, like what I had, what Hawa had, and what Renee had, and what this all had happened to us. You can cycle as many as 20 times a week, and 20 times 500, that's $10,000 a week. And when I first heard about you can make $10,000, I wasn't even sure it's $10,000 a week or $10,000 a month when I first joined the business. And then I learned it is $10,000 a week. I just thought it's too good to be true. How can someone like me can make $10,000 a week? I thought it's there, but I just didn't believe it's true until it happened to me last year when I was 6 months pregnant. Ladies and gentlemen, I was 6 months pregnant when I hit my $10,000 a week, when I joined this CAP club. That is such an enjoyable experience. And you want to join that? Really get your team going and really make sure that you don't miss any IA. Okay, so, and you of course got paid on both teams and down to infinity. And this is the beauty of our business. And let's talk about what IA can do. Of course, we have beautiful products. We can do retail. We can buy and sell doing this at trading at the branding parties or any trade shows. We can accumulate the money there and accumulate that wonderful, beautiful piece that eventually you can propose to your loved one, and that's what my husband did to me. After like when he proposed to me with the 19-karat fairy marsh piece, I couldn't say no to him. So I know how that feel. And of course, giving away as a beautiful gift, and this is always nice, as I just said, there are many ways you can give away gifts, and there are many ways you need to give away gifts. And fairy is such a beautiful gift you can give to anyone without feeling, am I looking bad? Of course, you're looking great in front of people, and especially your loved ones, for Mother's Day, for Father's Day, for Valentine's Day, for birthday, for anniversary, for I'm sorry day. It's beautiful gift to give away, and of course, it's residual income that's counted the most. And if you want to be financially free, you want to be timely free, you want to enjoy your life, this is it. Okay, and of course, it's a great way to save money. And we always spend the money like $150. We can easily spend in a meal or two, right? You go out and you're enjoying time with your friends, and the money is gone, right? But if you're really serious about your financial future, you want to put your money away, this is a great way, because we talk about the brand name products. We talk about the commodity that's always going up in value. This is the best way, and this is the best investment you can ever have, because no one ever even have this fairy marsh you cannot even find the fairy marsh in any other places. 21 karat gold is exclusive to us, and the value is just incredible. It can go up and up and up and up. So this is the investment part. So we talk about the residual income. We talk about how many ways you can do this business, and you can use your IA for. And don't forget, you can always use your IA for yourself, and you can always award yourself with a beautiful piece. You deserve it. Okay, let's talk about the power of duplication with the monthly IA program. We have everything in our business. If it's not duplicatable, it's not good to continue. We want to make sure that you duplicate our system. We want to make sure that this business duplicates, and you duplicate everything what we do, duplicate this process. And once you have that duplication going, your business is growing. Okay, you have a number of, for example, you launch 5 new VDMs when you first got started. And you help 5 VDMs to launch their 5 VDMs and duplicate the whole process over and over and over again. I'm not saying that you have to launch 5 VDMs. I'm not talking about your limited only launch 5 VDM. We just use this as example. You launch 5 VDMs and duplicate that process. So let's take a look. When you only launch 5 VDMs, no one duplicate how much you can make a year. Even your diamond, you and your team are putting $150 every single month in their own and in your own inventory account. That is gonna accumulate $540 a year. It can do something, but not a lot, right? But if your team duplicate and you help your team duplicate what you do, that 5 become 25, become 125. Let's take a look. When you have 125, only 125 people in your organization. Let's take a look. If you and your 125 people are putting $150 every single month in your own inventory account, what happened to your business? You are making extra $13,500 a year. Okay, let's take a look at this picture here. When you are making extra $13,500 a year. Of course, it's may not be enough for you to quit your current job or whatever, but it's a great additional income for you. Think about when was the last time you got $13,500 raise, right? So what about these 150 people duplicate what you do and times 5 again? That your organization becomes 625 people, and when you have 625 people and putting their $150 IA every single year, you are making additional $67,500 a year. What that mean to you? That means you can quit your job at this moment with only 625 people. And you, of course, all you need to do is make sure that they are on their monthly IA. Okay, they are on their monthly IA and at 150, and you are on your monthly IA at 150, and you can make additional $67,500 a year. When that number duplicate again becomes 3,125 people, that is when you can really enjoy your freedom. What can you imagine what can $337,500 do for you? Can you imagine that? When your team has just a little bit over 3,000 people on their $150 IA, you can make over $300,000. What can you do with $300,000 a year? You probably can do a lot of things for yourself and your family. And how many of you would like to become millionaire, right? With just a little bit over 15,000 people in your organization putting their $150 every IA every single month. This we talk about $1.6 million. Of course, these figures are including the membership packages, membership monthly IA accounts, retail sales, and extra product purchases. But $1.6 million a year, it's really you become millionaires to be part of the 1% of the world. And this is what our business can do. This is what Global Wealth Trade can do for us. And you really want to make it happen and make sure that you duplicate the process. Make sure you're paying your monthly IA. Okay? So this is very, very important for us. I want to also share with everyone here some real life stories. For this lady, young lady, all the way from St. Lucia, and her name is Vicky. She paid her IA for almost a year while accumulating over $250,000 in the sales volume. The one builder in her personal lake allowed her to earn thousands of dollars in a weekly commission cycle, and more than she ever earned in any full-time job. Life is really good when she starts to cashing out, when she starts to do something with the business. So good luck, and thank you so much, Vicky, for sharing with us your story here. And probably a lot of you are familiar with these two young ladies, and Sarah and Winnie, all the way from Toronto. They just reached their regional ambassador status, and these two young ladies have been very ambitious and aggressively building the business after they realized how powerful this business is. And they actually paid their IA for 9 months, and they didn't realize that they already have a team of 150 people without doing anything. So they started to build the business, and the next 2 months made over $20,000 in commission. Only 2 months. Okay, so that's talking about $10,000 in average a month. And how many of you like to make that much money? Okay, so what about our number one income earner, Raza Mascalo, our first millionaire in the business? He actually, when I first joined the business and when I started doing the business Raza wasn't really around. He was busy with his government job. He's enjoying life with with that job, but that's not really what he really is. And when he realized that, Renee is actually making good money with the business, I was making money with the business, and he said, I'm in. I want to do something with it. I know, because Raza is very special. He had 20-some years experience, like our CEO himself. So he was burned out by the industry, but of course he trusted his brother and got a hold of position and paid his IA for over 3.5 years. And he accumulated over $7.5 million in volume. Then he started building the business, and 27 months later, only 27 months. How many years is that? It's only 2.5 years, right? So 12 months and a half year, 2.5 years. He actually less than 2.5 years. He had earned $1 million in the business. He became the first millionaire in our business. He earned 2 President Cup awards in the past few years. So this is our number 1 top earner, Raza Mascalo, paid IA for 3.5 years, never stopped, and of course renewed his account, never stopped. And that's what happened to him later on in life. And is that something that you want to happen to you? Then make sure that you're paying your IA and renew your business. You never know what's gonna happen. You never know what the future gonna hold to you, right? So the importance of appropriate level of monthly IA. We have options. Our business gives us a lot of options, but if you are diamond, you want to make sure that you're paying $150 IA at your volume accumulated for all 3 VDMs you have, the virtual designer mode 1, 2, 3. Okay? If you get, and so you can get paid out the level of IA that you are. If you're diamond, but if you only pay $75 or $35 IA, then you are getting paid at gold and a silver level instead of a diamond level. So that's something very important. So for gold, what that means, if you're diamond, you are getting paid for every $6,250, you're getting paid $500 per cycle. But if you decide to pay only $75, and when you cycle, you actually only get paid as gold, and which means you are getting paid $375. Or if you decide to pay $35 on a monthly, and instead of getting paid $500 per cycle, you only get paid $125. So that is a lot, especially when you're cycling, when you start to cycling a lot. So you don't want to lose that money at all. And your business development bonus is based on your appropriate IA as well. So as a diamond, at $150, you got 10% on your first generation. But then, but at the $75 or $35 now, it's actually, it's only 5% or 2.5% on your first generation. And you do not want to do that, right? So instead of 10% on your BDB, you got only 5% or 2.5%. And only at the $150 diamond, you got paid on a second generation. Meaning the people that you introduce to the business, you're making 10% on what team commission they are making, and on what for the people who they introduce to the business, you can you can actually literally making 5%. But if you decide to not making the appropriate IA, you decide to do 75 or 35, you are not getting paid on the second generation. So you are losing out on that part, and you don't want to do that. So here, if your monthly residual income, what we like to share with you is actually to do a little bit comparison for how the millionaires and how the people make money as the money they have in the account. If the banks actually give you 5% interest, I don't know any bank would give you 5% interest. Okay, so let's do an example. When you have if you have $24,000 in the bank, and your monthly residual income, if you got a 5% interest, then means you can make a residual income of $100. What about if you have $240,000? Of course, that goes to $1,000. What about $2.4 million? That gives you a residual income of $10,000. So that's a monthly residual income. We have how many people already joined our 10K club? Is that meaning they have $2.4 million in their bank account? No, they don't. They may not have. I cannot say they don't because I don't see their bank account, but $2.4 million. If you're lucky enough to have a 5% interest, you can get $10,000 residual income. This actually, you see it the other way around, as when you have that income, the residual income, when you start to make $1,000 or $2,000 or $3,000 or $5,000 or $10,000 on a monthly, is equivalent to you have $240,000 or $480,000 or $720,000 or $2.4 million when you start making $10,000. So this is what the chart is all about. I hope I explained it well and you understand what I'm talking about here. It's very, very important. You can feel like millionaires when you start to join the 10K club. Okay, so that is the beauty of our business. So I believe I covered pretty much everything. And if you have any question, please ask your question here. I'm here to answer all the questions you may have. And in the meantime, I also before the questions coming in, I want to share a couple things with you. We have something called the importance of IA video that's already shared many times on through our Facebook page, our YouTube page, our official YouTube page. If you don't have it, make sure that you go you go take a look. It's a great way for you to share that with your team. It's very entertaining, and it's done by our GWT ambassadors. It's really high end and very classy, and I love everything. I love this short video. It's only 5 minutes, but it says a lot. It says a lot, and I'm pretty sure you will enjoy it if you haven't watched that video yet. And let's see, do we have any questions coming through? Sebastian, do we have any, let's see, hello?
Hi, Sherry. Can you
Hi.
hear me? We have one question right now. We also have many comments. We have many people who said, amazing training, Sherry, fantastic presentation, you hit everything on the nail. The question that did come up was with regards to the renewal of a membership. And the question was, how much in Canadian dollars is the renewal of the membership, and when does this happen?
Okay, well, that's a very good question. Thank you. Well, first of all, the renewal is $194 and in Canadian. So for those of you who live in US, very super lucky because the Canadian dollar is way lower. So that meaning I think for the US people are only paying like around $150. So that's the $194 Canadian renewal fee, and it's on your anniversary day. So the day you join the business, and the next year, 7 days before that, you will start to see the notice. So that's for the renewal. Thank you so much for the question here. So
Brilliant.
I guess
We also have,
uh-huh.
Sherry, we do have one more with regards to what happens if someone joins their business, but they don't click on contributing to their monthly inventory account, and let's say 30 days passes or 60 days passes, and now they want to start contributing to their monthly IA. How would they go about doing that?
That's actually a very good question. Well, you can, if you choose the option no IA contribution, basically you are still a member, you are still an LC, but you are not really getting the volume accumulated in your account. So that's what we shared earlier. You don't have any value accumulated, and or if you say you have accumulated a few months and you decide to stop not paying your monthly IA for a few months, what happens that volume will be flushed. We don't like to flush your volume. The only requirement is for you to keep your business on actively, and that's paying your monthly IA for your put money in your own inventory account. But if you don't do that, your volume will get flushed. So that's very important. Thank you so much.
Okay, brilliant. Well, Sherry, that looks like every single question that was raised. So I don't see any other questions here regarding, actually, it looks like there is a question that just came in from Naji Joseph, who says, I have a question, and I believe they are still in the process of asking the question. We'll give that one more moment. Please, if you have any other questions regarding the topic tonight, please feel free to ask them while we have Regional Ambassador Sherry Zhao on the line. That way we make sure that every single person's questions are answered and that the topic is clear. Okay, so the question was, if someone was paying their monthly IA, then they stop paying it for whatever reason, but now they want to pay again, what will happen to their previous IA?
Oh, that's a very good question. Thank you. Well, your IA is always there for you to purchase any product at any time for yourself or as a gift. Your IA will be there as long as you also renewed your business, right? So you can for those people who join the business, who got started only to buy products, by all means, contribute to IA and doing that. Can you still hear me?
Hi, Sherry. Yes, I can still hear you.
Okay. Well, I heard someone said no sound. So basically, for your IA, they're always there, and there are people join the business just want to enjoy the product or enjoy the product at the members discount. That's great. You can put your money in the IA account, $150 every month for 6 months, for a year, and then stop for a few months. So these few months I really struggle. I don't have money in the account, And what happened is, of course, all the volume you accumulated will be got flushed, but your IA will stay there until you decide to make any purchase. So you can restart again a few months later, and to have the money, continue contributing. So those are always yours. Your monthly IA are your money to buy any products at any time. That's the beauty of our business.
Okay.
I hope that explained the question.
Yep, we do have some questions starting to come through now. I believe I see two more. One of them is, if someone does not renew for 2 or 3 years, let's say, but all of a sudden, as of now, they want to do that, which is they want to renew now, does the person need to pay each year for the renewal since they stopped, which would be 2 years of being inactive, or do they just pay the renewal for this year?
Oh, you got to pay the renewal for 2 or 3 years or 3 years. The person got stopped. We allow you to do that. I think the company is already being very generous. I believe, if I remember clear, there is also administration charge on top of that too, because you are actually getting your position back. That is way more important than anything else. You have a position that's probably you have 1,000 people or 2,000 people in your organization already, and you didn't pay your IA, but you didn't pay your renewal, but you decide to do that after 2 or 3 years because you want that position back. The company, I think they would do that for you, but they would charge you the annual renewal plus admin fee. I don't remember exactly how much the fee is. I believe it's $200 something. So we can always check that the policy and procedures.
Okay, great. There is one more question regarding
And also it's required corporate approval.
Okay, great. So yes, Sherry, just as you mentioned, a lot of this can be found in policies and procedures
Right.
on the www.gwtcorp.com page. We do have another question here regarding BDB. And the question is from a brand new member: how many people does your first generation consist of, and how many does your second generation consist of? So I guess he's asking, can it be as many first gen as you want and as many second generation as you want?
Absolutely, that's a very good question. Yes, you can have as many first generation and as many second generation as you want. Actually, the better answer is, if you have 10 people as your first generation and they duplicate what you do, and you have 100 people as your second generation, you can make more BDB on your second generation than your first generation. Talk about 5% of 100 people versus 10% of 10 people. Correct?
Okay, great. So one question here is, how long can someone stay off of IA before they flush volume from the business? So how long can someone stay off IA? So what is the time frame before volume is flushed from their business?
Very good question. Well, we talk about if you don't do it for 1 month, and continue again the next month, then your volume will be flushed. So you make sure you stay on IA every single month. You don't want to miss any 1 month. That volume will be flushed if you missed 1 month.
Okay. And there was a question about, is the business a legacy business? Meaning, can you pass the business down to members in your family?
Yes. It's your business. And if you put this in your will, yes, you can pass it on to your family. And make sure that your family pays the monthly IA as well.
Okay, so this would be the final call then for questions. From what I see here, we have answered every question. So as I mentioned, this is the last call for questions, and as of right now, I do not see any.
And I also want to thanks to our national ambassador Renee Liao to be assisting to answer some of the questions, because I do not remember the exact amount how much the service charges, and he mentioned it's $250. Thank you, Renee.
Okay, so there is one last question here. I believe it can be answered through a video. However, I will ask the question. And the question was, can you explain what the 3 VDMs for Diamond is?
Well, great question. I believe that's a good question. If you can, if you would go to your back office and watch the video that explained by our National Ambassador Renee Liao and the Regional Ambassador Leo Scaler. They did a 5 minute compensation plan breakdown, and that explained exactly how that works. But for every single diamond, you do have 3 virtual designer malls. So it's you start to build your first virtual designer mall once you start to make $10,000 a week in that virtual designer mall. Then you can start to make your second build your second virtual designer mall and a third virtual designer mall thereafter. So that will give you the total income of $30,000 in the weekly residual income from all virtual designer malls. And if that's what you target for, and go ahead, that's $30,000 a week for a diamond package. And that's the reason, that's one of the main reasons why a lot of people love to be diamonds. Any more questions, Sebastian?
Okay. Sure, there was one that is pending from Julian. Julian types, "Hi, I have a question." Julian, if you could complete that question, that'd be great, and hopefully we can answer that for you.
Absolutely. So while we are waiting for Julian to ask the question, I wanna, since we have this opportunity of a window here, I wanna share. I wanna actually shout out to ask every single one of you if last month, for the month of March, you have you have qualified to be a Knight of Stars. Make sure you contact your regional ambassador, my 5 regional ambassador, to be nominated and to get on our Knight of Star this upcoming Sunday. So this upcoming Sunday is going to be our Knight of Stars, but Sebastian and myself, we need time to put our PowerPoint together for those qualified nominees. So make sure that if you are so these are the qualifications. So basically, if you are, if you have sold over $1,000 in retail in Canadian dollar, if you sold over $1,000 in a retail profit, and that's one, and or if you have accumulated, actually, if you have over 3 VDM launched yourself personally. Okay, not talking about the whole team, just you personally launched 3 VDMs, or you have, get yourself to the next status like the diplomat or ambassador or regional ambassador, or national ambassador level. Make sure that you contact your upline RA and, get yourself get your name on the list. We want to make sure no star left behind. We want to make sure all the stars been recognized, and we want to hear your story. We want to know how you achieved that, how you made that happen. So this is a very important webinar that's we encourage all of you actually. Also, if you qualify, make sure you put your name on the list. If you are haven't qualified, make sure that you still have a couple days to qualify yourself. And of course, invite everyone that you know to this webinar, because this is like testimonial webinar. This is a how-to webinar. This is the webinar that will inspire your people, your prospect going to join your business. So this upcoming Sunday, we are going to have Night of Stars, and we need to have time to put this together. So make sure that please contact your regional ambassador, give them your picture, and give them your bio and your achievement, your join date. So we want to make sure that you are recognized, and we want to hear you. So do we have the question comes through?
Yes, we do, Sherry. We have one final question for tonight's webinar. And the question comes from Julian. Julian says he started his business back in October of 2013, but life got in the way. Now he says he's been watching everything going on in GWT, and he is really excited to get back on board. He says since he has been inactive for over a year and a half now, if he wants to get back on IA, can he pay a large lump sum for the months he missed to become active on IA again, and then contribute $35 a month thereafter?
It's a very good question. Very, very good question. Personally, you know what? I like to ask our national ambassador Renee now if he has answer to that. We had some specials called out before, but I really need help on this question. Renee, are you there with us?
Hi, Sherry. I just missed the question. My connection was a little bit choppy. Can you repeat the question, please?
Sure, absolutely. The question came from a gentleman who says, I started my business back in October of 2013, but life got in the way. So he stopped building his business. But now he's seen everything going on in GWT, and he wants to get started again.
Right.
So the question he's asking is, since he's been out of the business for what looks like over a year and a half, can he pay the year and a half of IA he missed in a large lump sum, and then continue to pay $35 a month accordingly thereafter?
Okay, I see. Well, again, a very good evening, everyone, and thank you, Sherry, for allowing me to come on and share my thoughts here. Basically, that question is a question that can only be asked to corporate. There's no sort of direct answer. Usually, if it's been that long, the company can be forgiving at times if it's like a few days or a few weeks, but to go back for a year and a lot, that's quite a lot now. So that's definitely a question for corporate. However, what I do want to say is even if they weren't able to collect all the IA payments for the year and a half, the fact that you have a team already below you, just by you turning on your IA, as if like if you start your IA payments today, like right now you start paying your monthly IAs, what's going to happen is that all of the previous people who are already in your organization, as they're putting in their monthly IA or as there's no new VDMs being launched, your IA will build up very quickly. So, either way, you're still ahead of the game. Either way, you did a really smart thing, positioning yourself a year and a half ago. So either way, you're ahead of the game. I don't think they can actually do that for you, but regardless if they can or they can't, by you paying your monthly IA, you're so ahead of the game because of the people you already have in your organization and from the IA that they will be paying. So thank you, and back to you, Sebastian. And great job, guys, for hosting, and great job, Sherry, for your training today.
Thank you so much, Renee, for answering that question. I cannot answer better than that. I mean, we did have a special from time to time, but this is a really special request. You can ask the corporate and see what they can do. But yes, absolutely, you have great position, and you want to continue and you want to restart. It's congratulations and welcome back to our GWT family.
Okay, brilliant. Well, Sherry, that looks like the end of the questions coming in here. So what I wanted to do is I obviously wanted to thank yourself and the rest of the GWT family for being here on the holiday weekend tonight.
Great. Thank you so much, Sebastian. You did a great job as our Ambassador of the Month, and it's a great start. And I look forward to work with you for the rest of the month. Thank you.